welcome to today's video. Today I'm going to be sharing with you guys my 24-week pregnancy update. I officially just recently hit 25 weeks pregnant, which is insane. So I thought I'd go over several of the symptoms that I've been noticing, especially in this last week. It is so cold today. I'm on my way home after doing a collaboration photo, and my mom is watching Kala, so I thought I'd take this time to film for you guys so that I can make sure and have it up this week. I'm actually also vlogging today, so you guys will probably see, I don't know which one you're gonna see first, if you're gonna see my vlog from today first or if you'll see this 24-week pregnancy update. But either way, you will definitely want to be subscribed to my channel because I am going to be doing a vlog every week in December for you guys to see if it's something that you like, if you want me to keep doing, start vlogging more. The response that I got after my last vlog indicated that it was a yes. So one of the symptoms that I've noticed has increased pretty significantly in my 24th week of pregnancy is my appetite. I am noticing several times a day now where I am starving. Whereas you guys probably know, if you've been following along these pregnancy updates in the past, I actually didn't have much of an appetite for the longest time. And especially in the beginning of my pregnancy, I was extremely nauseous. So that has kind of now transitioned into like severe hunger. So I'm like extremely hungry several times a day. I'm still having the experience of I can only eat like a small amount. So the amount that I want to eat when I initially sit down and I'm starving is not what I can eat, because if I eat too much, then I will feel sick. So what I'm finding is I am actually doing more small meals throughout the day, but just noticing that extreme peak in appetite has been interesting. This past week, I've noticed I cannot get away with not wearing my belly band, my support band anymore. So in the past, it had been a situation where I could wear it on days where I knew I was going to be most active, but now I have to wear it every single day. And if I don't, even if I'm just at home, if I don't wear it, I am paying for it by the end of the day. Physically, my stomach just feels like so not supported and so stretched and heavy already that if I'm just like going about the rest of my day as quickly and as efficiently as I want to, like I said, I pay for it at the end of the day. I'm already noticing some postpartum hair differences. So what I mean by that is when I take a shower, I'm noticing that less and less of my hair comes out. I have always been somebody who pretty standardly sheds like a decent amount of hair, but just like with my last pregnancy with Kala, I have now hit a point where less and less is coming out. But I already know, just because this is not my first pregnancy, that once I do give birth, it's basically gonna be like a huge shedding process, which is gonna stink. I also am already noticing some postpartum hair growth around my hairline. I'm noticing like an increase in small hairs that are already growing back, it seems. So overall, my hair growth seems to be like increased now more than it ever has my pregnancy. Another thing that I've noticed is I'm starting to feel better about how I am looking. That's such a weird comment. So it's so strange because it goes hand in hand with the fact that like my stomach is looking more and more like a typical pregnant stomach. But at the same time, I feel like once I do my makeup or wash my face and get ready, I feel like I look like I have the slightest glow, which actually happened in Kala's pregnancy as well. I remember people specifically being like, you look so beautiful when you're pregnant. Specifically towards the end of my pregnancy, people were like, typically you see people get further into their pregnancy and look like more and more kind of beaten down And even though I might feel beaten down, I do notice that I start to have this kind of like uplifted look. I think pregnancy sits well on me in kind of a general idea, and I appreciate that. I'm gonna take the positives where I can get them. This week we are doing Christmas family photos, and I'm gonna include some maternity photos. So I know I'm only 25 weeks, but I'm already showing a decent amount. So I felt like since we were gonna go ahead and get Christmas photos, that I would just kind of incorporate some maternity photos as well. I didn't do professional maternity photos my first time around with Kala, and I just remember kind of regretting that. We had a family friend take photos, and they were okay, but they weren't what I was necessarily dreaming of. And that's okay. I think it just helped determine for me that, you know, something like that is important to me. Sometimes people don't care about that, whether they have photos like that or not. It's not a big deal, and some other people it's a really big deal. So I'm excited to have the opportunity to go ahead and do that and get some of those with Kala, which means I think the time has come where I am going to tell her that she's gonna be a big sister. So if you guys remember back when we were pregnant in March, I did tell her that I was pregnant and that she was going to be a big sister. And then of course you guys probably already know, if you've been following along, that I had the miscarriage. She wasn't 2 yet back when that happened, and so I really feel like she didn't fully comprehend even what I was telling her. But I have definitely held off this time around because of some increased anxiousness around it, because of course you guys know probably everything that's already happened that would cause me to feel that way. And I just knew that if I told her now, she would know what I was talking about, and she would also know if it changed. Like if we were to have something horrific happen in the pregnancy, she would be as like naive to it. So I've just really been biding my time and just kind of waiting to do it until I feel comfortable. I think I'm in a place where I feel comfortable to do that. So probably right before the photos, Donald and I will have like a sit down conversation where she's paying attention and we can share that news with her, which is exciting. So I then am also lucky enough to have someone be throwing me I think we're calling it like a rainbow sprinkle. So not like a true baby shower, but kind of just a get together in celebration of baby number 2 in January, possibly early February. So I know that I will be further along in my pregnancy then, and then I will also get to take additional photos of what I'm assuming will be a much larger bump. The last thing I'm going to talk to you guys about is the biggest thing, and it's something that I mentioned in my vlog that I'm filming today, and that is I was actually tested for anemia about a month earlier than they typically do. So I guess in the beginning of your pregnancy, they do a full blood panel, and that's when they test you for anemia in the beginning. And they also traditionally test you in the 3rd trimester. I'm not quite in the 3rd trimester yet, obviously, but my doctor did want to go ahead and test me because of my last appointment. Just some of the things that I was talking to her about made her want to do the testing early. So especially this last week, I have been feeling so run down. And I think part of me has just been kind of chalking it up to the fact that I'm 25 weeks pregnant and I have a toddler this time around, and it's the holidays. So, you know, things in life are crazy. But really the last few days I've noticed, I think maybe it's more than that. I'm just really feeling like weaker than I ever have before. Dizzy. I had shared with you guys that I had some heart palpitations more regularly than I ever have before. Feeling really fatigued. Even after I would get sleep, I would just still feel fatigued. And so many of those symptoms, it's like, you know, it's kind of like everybody, you know, everybody's tired, everybody's overworked, everybody is stressed. So you kind of just, at some point in your life, start chalking it up to like, this is all normal. But I was glad that my doctor was like, hey, you know, why not check if you're feeling like this is more than usual for anemia. And I'm glad that we did, because my blood test came back this morning and I am anemic. So they went ahead and started me on a slow release iron tablet once a day. I take it opposite of my prenatal vitamin because my prenatal already has iron in it, but apparently for me that's not quite enough. And then I'm also supposed to be taking vitamin C with it, which I already was, because I feel like I'm constantly showing in my blood work that I am fighting off some sort of cold. Because again, you know, it's like, it's that time of the year, you're pregnant, your immunity system is down. I have a toddler, I have a dog. And then I'm also supposed to increase the iron-rich foods that I'm eating. So things like spinach, dark leafy greens in general, broccoli, pumpkin seeds, eggs, meat. I started the iron already today. I kind of like immediately went and jumped on that just because I've been feeling so slumped. Like, I don't even know how else to describe it. I just feel so spent, kind of like I've given everything that I have. And I noticed I was like really more emotional than normal. Like last night, before I even found out the results, I was crying over the smallest thing that, you know, you do have an increased emotional reaction sometimes in pregnancy, but this was like more. This was like, I was just crying because I was tired. And I'm hoping that it really helps, and I'm hoping that it helps really fast. Let me know down in the comments. I guess anemia in pregnancy is relatively common. So let me know down in the comments if that's something you guys have experienced. Let me know too. I feel like so many of you watching are pregnant as well. Where you guys are at in your pregnancy. Has anybody else found out the gender? Are you guys close? I know some of you are super close. I have a friend who is days away from her due date, which is really exciting. So check in with me down below to let me know where you guys are at. If you've ever experienced anemia in pregnancy, like, did the iron help you? What else helped you? And if you guys haven't seen, I did do a gender reveal on my channel. The last video, it might be the last video or it might be the second to last video that I just posted. So if you guys haven't seen that, you definitely want to go check it out. It was very surprising. We were kind of in shock in the appointment that we found out. But of course that was the anatomy scan, which then sent us into a tailspin of lots of other chaos where, you know, the last thing you're thinking about is the gender. So, but that is going to be it for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you guys are doing well. All of you are getting excited for your Christmas. Just a reminder, don't let any of this stuff stress you out. It's supposed to be a really joyful and magical holiday season. So I think sometimes every single day, just have a built-in reminder on your phone that tells you to be grateful, you know, tells you to kind of like refocus on the most important things so that you don't get too stressed out or overwhelmed with the wrong stuff this holiday season. Don't forget to subscribe if you guys haven't already. I'd love to have you as a regular subscriber. You will definitely want to see lots of the exciting and new content that I have coming up on my channel. Give this video a thumbs up and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.